Good morning, people. Welcome back to Charlie and me, our camping vlog. Our tour of 2025, the Charlie and me tour in the Isle of Man, with thanks to our friends at Happy Tough Conversions and also thanks to TB Campers in Kilkenny. Without them, we couldn't do this, guys. So last week you would have seen us in Glenloch Camping Park, just 10-11 kilometres outside of Douglas. Now we are heading to Laxey. Laxey is one of the famous towns on the island because it has the Lady Isabella. What is that, I hear you say? The Lady Isabella is the Laxey wheel. It's a massive, big water wheel which was built, I'm going to say, over 100 years ago. And it was to pump water out of the mines. It's a fabulous structure. The government have spent quite a lot of money refurbishing it. It's been running for years, and I believe it stopped for a while, and now it's running again, and it looks fabulous. And hopefully in this video, I will get to head up to the Laxey wheel and show it to you. So, Laxey Campsite. Now, my plan is, it's only 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to go down to Douglas, park this thing on the prom, and go reminisce. I'm not going to be reminiscing with you guys, okay? Just to let you know. I will take some photographs and probably insert them at the end of this video of Douglas. But that's the plan. Heading into Douglas, going to park up for an hour or so. Bring this guy for a walk around Douglas, show him some of my memories, and then we're going to head out to Laxey for about 12 o'clock because that's when they're expecting us. So next time I talk to you guys, after the little bit of road footage from here to Douglas and then from Douglas to Laxey, especially just coming into the campsite. So the next time I talk to you, we will be in Laxey Campsite on the Isle of Man. We have made it to Laxey Campsite, our second campsite on our Charlie and Me tour 2025, the Isle of Man, with thanks to Happy Tough Conversions and TB Campers. Again, as I said in the last video, we've done no research to looking at photographs. We've just logged on online, and then we said we'll pay when we get here. I haven't met Denise, the manageress, yet. We told her we wouldn't be here till 12, and it's now 10. We arrived at 9:30. We're also waiting for Manx Radio to arrive to do an interview with Charlie and me to talk about us promoting the island. They're on the way to here. This will be a very short video. It's a very small campsite. There is a camper's kitchen. There's two beautiful pagolias or whatever, canopies over there for you to sit under with tables and chairs like this. Toilets are clean. We're pitch 14 with power. There's a yurt which is available to rent. Well, aren't yurts tents? Well, anyway, it's like there's a glamping pod available to rent. It's a beautiful small campsite, ideal for tents. There's tents scattered all around, which you will see. I can stand here and do the whole review from here. I will let you know the prices. What I will say, and you would have seen it from the road footage, when you come from Douglas, oh my God, that's a skinny road down into the little Laxey village and then up onto, I think we're on Quarry Road. It's tiny roads. I want to go to the Laxey Wheel, which isn't too far from here. And something I love about here is that you can hear the electric train running past and ringing its bell and tooting its horn. So what I'll do is I'm going to strap this guy up. I see Denise, the manageress, is here now. I've got to go get my wallet. And hello. And next time I chat to you, we'll just have done our interview at Manx Radio, and it'll be a very short look at the campsite. I think I mentioned when I got here, and it is now 3:15, that I'm going to do the tour from right here. So that's us, pitch 14. Let me stand at the end of pitch 14 and let me turn this camera. Oh, look, your man is in there under the shade because it's quite warm. Right, let me turn this camera. From our pitch 14, you can see pitch 18 is there. There's a yurt there. Toilets, showers. The word camping is the camper's kitchen. Behind the camper's kitchen, just beside it, under those canopies, just behind those canopies, is the black water area. There is no grey water area, but that patch there between the tents and the van might be. More about that later. 5 hard stands, lots of tent pitches, electricity for the tents as well if required. Just steps down at the corner to a football pitch down in that corner over there. And back to pitch 14. That is how big this campsite is, not. But don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful campsite. Look at this guy. It's very, very warm. It's been very warm. Today is Thursday. It was beautiful when we got here yesterday. It was very warm. But again, a quick look around the campsite. Facilities are spotless. I'll give you a wrap up now and tell you all about the prices and things to do in the area. Laxey Caravan and Camping Park. I booked online. It's actually the only campsite that I've paid for on the trip of all of the campsites. So let me bring up the details in my emails. Right, we have left with 20 to 4. We went to Ramsey. It's about 20 minutes from here, and we got chips. A footnote, if you're heading to Ramsey and you want to get food, all the takeaways close at 2 or 2:30 and open again at 4 or 4:30. We got there at 1:45 and just managed to get, I got peas and chips, which were gorgeous, and Charlie, who by the way is under this table because it's 26 degrees, had sausages. Laxey Campsite, Quarry Road. Do not come by your sat nav. Follow the details that Denise will give you. You come through Laxey. It'll try, if you come from Douglas from the boat, it'll try and send you into Old Laxey. Don't go into Laxey. Stay on the Ramsey Road, and then you'll see a sign, and that will bring you down for the campsite. The campsite is price-wise €13 for an adult, €6 for a child, and £13 sterling for an adult, £6 for a child, and £7 for hookup. We're on pitch 14. The hookup is there. They have lights and they have water on the back of them. Now, over behind the building that I'm going to, you would have seen it actually in the footage, is the black water. That building with the word camping on it is the kitchen. The toilets and showers are to the left, and then there is a pod that's to rent, which has nothing to do with the campsite. This is a council-run campsite, so some other company looks after that pod. But just behind the camper's kitchen is your black and grey water area. Now, the grey water seemingly here in the Isle of Man or the UK, seemingly we bring a bucket and we empty our grey water and we walk over and we tip it, and we come back and we empty our grey water and we walk over and tip it. And I said to Denise, this has to stop. If you want more Irish people, this has to stop. In saying that, hi to Tony and Patricia Grant, big followers of ours. They were here the night before we got here. Anyway, so what's going to happen now is There's 5 hard stands along here, and then the rest is all grass. So when the weather's dry, camper vans like we are now can park here, and the rest is all tent pitch areas. What they're thinking of doing, because I suggested it, and Denise had her husband and one of the engineers here, there is a freshwater tap there, and there is a waste shore. They're going to put in, they're thinking of putting in, they might put in a hard stand with a long shore that we can reverse over, open our tanks, be they on your right or left. There's fresh water there, and you'll be emptying your toilets in the bins anyway. That's down the line, but for now, there's nowhere to empty your wastewater unless you empty it into your basin and keep walking over to there. I'm going to hang on to mine, there's not much in it anyway. Facilities, spotless, things to do. If you want to stay here, it's a 10-minute walk to the train. That'll get you up to Schneefeld, the electric train, or it'll get you down into Douglas. Laxey Wheel again is 10 minutes from here. I'm going to insert some footage from Laxey Wheel because we went to it, and I'll insert it at the end of this video before the titles run. Laxey Wheel, it's the Lady Isabella is just, oh my God, it wrenched at my heart from the memories. It's worth seeing. But from here, from any campsite on the island, you're only 20-30 minutes from anywhere, to be honest. This is a small campsite, as you would have seen from the footage. It's beautiful. Denise is an absolute treasure to deal with. Mind of information, because she's from the area. And that's it. Campsite number 2. Wait till I see where we are tomorrow. I know where we are tomorrow. We're in Peel. Peel campsite, Denise was telling me, is just a couple of minutes outside of Peel town. It's a pretty big campsite. It takes up to 3 fields, I believe. I don't know if there's hard stands. I don't know what the crack is there. But if the weather is like this, I don't care. From me, Aaron, from a sunshaded Charlie Brown, thanks for watching. Campsite number 2 on the Isle of Man, with thanks to our friends at happyturfconversions.ie and tbcampers.ie. Thank you guys for supporting me, and please, you guys support them. If you need parts to convert the van, or if you need to repair your van, give the guys a ring first. And we always say, try before you buy. If you're thinking of buying a motorhome, rent a camper van from TB Campers. From me, Aaron, take care. Next week we'll be on campsite number 3, Peel, in the Isle of Man, on our 2025 tour, the Charlie and Me Tour 2025. So I mentioned that we were staying in Laxey, and Laxey is famous for the Lady Isabel, which is commonly known as the Laxey Wheel. I'm not going to get up to it today because Charlie's just not in the form for walking. But there it is in the distance. That is the Lady Isabel, the Laxey Wheel. So Charlie has decided he does want to walk up to the Laxey Wheel, and this is the way you go. A little path like this. Slightly out of breath because we climbed a bit of a hill, but it's very hard not to be emotional. Well, for me. Lady Isabella, the Laxey Wheel.